Om Namah Shivaya. Hi, my name is Guru Pashupati. I'm the lineage authority of a very ancient school of yoga called Trilok Akhada. There's a way that we store our memories around us. And this is done electromagnetically. In the magnetic field that we have, there is modulation. From your heart, there is a field that goes from 5 feet to 22 feet, or maybe even more, depending on your health. If your health is good, it will extend to many, many feet, hundreds of feet also sometimes. That is your magnetic level of your heart and even your brain. Both of these have a magnetic field. Very recently, people have found it out, and that's where your memories are stored, in this magnetic field everywhere. So when you're walking close to someone, let's say you get within 5 feet of them, you're walking through their memories, but you don't know it because you don't know how to read it. Okay? But when you start practicing reading your own memories, you'll be able to read other people's memories also, because that comes into your magnetic field. You understand? So the same modulations can be sensed by you. It's a very complicated and complex system of storage of memory, which scientists are yet to discover. But in yoga, we call this the Vayu, which is called Vyana. So Vyana is the one which holds all of this. So Vyana extends a few feet around us, and that's our light, our inner light, our own electromagnetic field. Okay? Have you all experienced electromagnetic field? Bring your hands together slowly. Bring your hands together slowly. Now stretch your fingers. And then start bringing them together slowly, slowly, continuously stretching your fingers slowly. Okay? Now before your hands touch, you'll start feeling the electromagnetic field. You're feeling it? Just before your hands touch. Now move it around, you'll feel the field. Okay? You can make this field larger. Just by willing it. Just with your willpower, make the field larger. It will get larger, larger, larger. You can make it larger and rounder. And you can continue to feel that between your palms, even after you got it 1 foot. And sometimes even after you got it 2 feet, you can change your breath and breathe into it, make it bigger and bigger. Every time you breathe into it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. This is how we expand. When we are in good emotion, this is how we expand. You see, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you can still feel it. I can still feel it. I don't know about you. My hands are extended all the way. I can't extend them any further, and I'm still feeling it. And when I try to feel the extent of it, I can feel that tree which is around 50 feet away. Okay, and on this side, I can feel the end of my house, which is another 50 feet away. That's how big you can make your electromagnetic field. And that's how much memories you can store. Now, how much of the past can you store? Why do we have only limited memory of our past lives? Some people remember a little bit of here, a little bit of there. They don't have the memory because they don't have the energy. When they start increasing the energy, then all those memories are there. We'll be able to read it. Okay. But when our energy field is very small, we can't see past yesterday and we can't see beyond tomorrow. Because the past is usually behind you. Think about what breakfast did I have today, and you'll have to look behind you. And for some people, it's to the left, right? And I've seen in some of my Arab friends and Persian friends, for them, it's on the right side. The past is in the right side because their script is from right to left. Our script is from left to right. So for us, the past will either be on the left, usually it's left and a little behind. The memory of you having breakfast is there. And it's in a location. You found out that it's in a location. Yogis have known this for thousands of years. Okay. So NLP people come along later and say, we found it out. But Richard Bandler came to India, learned it from yogis, and he took it and he admitted it to me because he was also my teacher. Okay. So this is something we need to understand, that it's very Indian, and these pictures, these memories are called Gupta Chitra or Chitra Gupta. Okay. This is Chitra Gupta. This is your law keeper. He makes note of everything that has happened to you. Everything that has happened to you is there in your memory. But if you don't have enough energy, you can't reach far enough because it's stored according to distance. If your memory becomes like 1 kilometer, you will remember so many past births. I mean, if your energy becomes 1 kilometer, you'll remember so many past births. Not only that, you will feel the desire to make a timeline which is 50, 100 years ahead. And you will want to make a timeline even for 200 or even 300 years ahead. You'll start getting this desire when your energy becomes so big. Because you're going to last that long when your energy becomes that big. How do we make our energy big? By putting things on the timeline and giving it energy every day. You understand? That's the way you expand your energy. Otherwise, it won't stick. It won't install. It'll just fall back. Or if you try to install a future and your energy is only this much, that future will not happen. Okay. So, you know, how many people have planned to go to Goa for a holiday and never went? You know, there's so many people who make plans. I'll go here, I'll go to Shimla, I'll go somewhere else, I'll go trekking, I'll go snorkeling and whatever, but they never do it because they're too busy firefighting in their life that they can't get out of that to have some time to even plan a bloody holiday. Okay, this is how busy people have become and how horribly bad they've become in their experience of life. You know, you go to Amazon and you rate all the products, right? No, you write down 1 star, 2 star. You go to Google Play and then you rate all the products, and then you go eat at a hotel and you write ratings. Huh? How about rating your own life in stars? Why can't you have a 5-star life is what I ask everybody. Why do you settle for a 1-star life? Some 0.5-star life? That is for beggars. Okay. Human beings are not beggars. We don't have to beg from God for this. This is our power. It's given to us by God. If we don't use it, God will give us danda. You understand? People are begging God for something which they have the power to give themselves. But there's nothing, God did not send us here to beg. You please understand this. You are the immortal Jiva. And you have only 2 powers. One is to build your character. And the other is to create pulsations in your body. Now, if the pulsations reach to a certain level and your feeling is extending beyond your body, then I'm telling you, you'll feel better about the day. Okay. So now let's just try an experiment where we will send our energy. We'll send our energy beyond tomorrow. Okay. So you all have some vague idea at least of what you're going to do tomorrow. Yes, at least that much of future is there, right? I hope so. Otherwise, I can't help you. Okay. So tomorrow, whatever you're going to do, just think about it. And look and just notice where you're looking when you're thinking about it. Okay. Start thinking about it. Tomorrow I have to go here. What is it? It's a Monday, so I'm going to work out. I'm already looking here, you know. I'm seeing everything I'm going to do. Like I'm going to work out in the morning. Then what's going to happen? Then what's going to happen? I've got a meeting after that. Then I've got. It's all there. And in that meeting, I'm going to plan the day, and then the day is going to fall into place. It's all there. Okay. So everybody has that there. They're able to see it also, but the energy doesn't reach till there. I want you to notice this. Everything that you put on tomorrow's timeline, do you feel that your magnetic field is covering that area or not? Honestly, check and see. You can feel it. Okay, you can feel it. Don't worry. Don't doubt what you're feeling. Because you're sitting here, I've even invoked Shiva to help us to feel this. So you can all feel it. Don't worry. Whoever's watching this, even the recording, you're all equipped to feel this. Okay. So go ahead. Now you saw your tomorrow's plans. Is your energy all about here? It's not going far. Is it too small? Is your happiness become so small that it's not extending to that? Okay. So basically your good electromagnetic field is your happiness. It's called happiness. If you have this one thing, it'll extend everywhere. And whoever comes into that field also, without knowing it for no reason, they'll also be happy. That's what happens. So people come and meet me. Some people have come here to argue with me and they're feeling happy. They don't know why. And then they just leave without even argument. Okay. So that's the physical field. Unfortunately, I don't know how to put it on my Instagram. I'm trying my best. So the Instagram, I'm still getting a few monkeys who come and argue once in a while, who know more than me. They're not even as old as me, and they haven't even gone to the Himalayas. And they know more than me about yoga already. Why? Because I read it in a book. It is called the mistranslation of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. This everybody has read. Mistranslation of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Okay. It has to be translated properly because it is in Sandhya Bhasha, guys. Even Vyasa came and wrote a Bhasha about it that must give you a clue. Vyasa has given some keys inside in his Sandhya Bhasha, which you have to unlock and then unlock the Yoga Sutras. Okay. And every commentary that's been written about it by a non-yogi is trash. Okay, so you should understand that when we talk about yogic knowledge, you have to learn it practically from a guru. It's not going to come to you from internet. I mean, I know I'm teaching on the internet, but I'm teaching you live and I'm here and I'm a living person and you can contact me on WhatsApp. That's how you learn. If you're staying with a guru, that's called Gurukulam, where you come and learn. But now it's online. So this is nothing less than you sitting with me outside under a tree. I am outside, but I'm not under a tree. Okay. So this is a little bit of a modern Gurukulam where you have experiences and you do it like a workshop. You don't just come passively listen to the lecture and go. Okay. That's not what I want from any of you. Okay. So having set the ground rules there, now let's feel our energy. And just release yourself, like allow yourself to be expanding that energy. You'll start feeling happy by yourself. Okay. Let that energy expand. Just let go of it. Holding on to all your energy and crunching it is called unhappiness. Okay. Letting it spread out into the world, letting your energy spread out into the world like a beam of light, if not sunlight, at least moonlight, something light. Okay. LED light or whatever light you're capable of. Okay. Send it out. Send it out. Go. Let it go beyond that tomorrow at least. So my tomorrow was here about 3 feet, 4 feet from 3 feet from me. Okay. So my energy has gone far beyond. It's gone at least 2 kilometers now. Okay. Because I consciously extended it. So now if I look back, I can see all my past lives. If you really extended that much. Okay. But I'm happy if you extend it till tomorrow for today. This much you do, I'm very happy. Okay. Minimum you do. Once you do that, now you think of those same things again. Suddenly there'll be a lot of colors, right? I mean, it just looks different. It looks alive because it's within your energy now. Something has happened to it. There is magic happening in that day. I don't know how many of you had this experience, but if you didn't have it, it just means you don't have enough sunlight. Okay, guys? You just don't have enough sunlight in your life and you have Alan. Your best friend is Alan. Artificial light at night. In my house, I switch off everything. No light, nothing. Just one Deepa in my room. That too till 8 o'clock, then it's off. No more artificial light. I'm after sitting on the mobile and taking all that light at midnight. It's not what I'm doing. As soon as sun sets, throw it. Throw devices, throw your artificial lights, and spend your whole day outdoors if you can. That is what I do. And I spend the whole day outdoors shirtless. So I'm getting in with my receptors here. There are subcutaneous receptors. And these are called opsins. And opsins are what? Photoreceptors. They receive photons. Okay? But photons are not just coming to you in the visible range of light. The visible range of light is very narrow. So there are a lot of other photons which come and they latch onto non-optic photoreceptors which are in our body. And those are on your body. They're not only on your eyes. You have non-optic photoreceptors even in your eyes, but you also have non-optic photoreceptors in every corner of your body, in every place. Because we were meant to be naked, but we don't get that reception anymore now. So now you can forget about it unless you get some clothing where light passes through. So there is some clothing like that now, which is available, I think, in America, but really not in India. So it doesn't matter. You're still outside, you're getting sun on your face. People are so afraid to get tanned. You know what that means if you get tanned? It means better health for you because more melanin under your skin releases more oxygen there. And it makes your skin younger if you get sun, not the other way around. If you avoid the sun, your skin doesn't become younger. It becomes older if you avoid the sun. Okay. I hope you noticed after avoiding the sun for so long what effect it has had on your face and on your hands. You lose that golden glow. Now, a lot of our electricity in our body is piezoelectric. Everything is a semiconductor. All our muscles and fascia, they're all semiconductors, including our bones. Our bones also are light emitting diodes. When electricity passes through our bones, it emits light. Okay. And the prokaryotes, which are numerous in our body, there are 10 times as many prokaryote cells in our body as us. We are called eukaryotes. The prokaryotes are the bacteria, our very old ancestors. There's so many of them living in the human body, and that's called the human microbiome. And these are all luminescent. Okay. The bioluminescence of prokaryotes is at least 10 times more than eukaryotes. We are also bioluminescent. It's just that it is not in our eyesight range. It's not in the range of our eyes, so we can't see it. But when you start absorbing from the sun, there are two parts in your eyes. One is an insect part. You have insect eyes and you have bird eye as well. You can see both. Now, the quality of a bird's eye is it has digital zoom. Did you know that? And the insect eye's quality is that it can see ultraviolet radiations. Even the bird eye can see ultraviolet radiations. It can also see infrared. Okay. So the world looks very different to animals. But we start regaining animal sight and we lose what is called myopia, which is thickening of the cornea and elongating of the eyeball. Okay. Myopia, if you've got myopia or you've got cataract or whatever, it's just because you're not getting enough sunlight. So you've got to get out in the sunlight, grow some melanin. It turns out melanin is the most important part which receives sunlight from your skin and then takes that energy into the body. Okay. And then that goes into producing melatonin as well, serotonin as well. It's all essential. And even your thyroid hormone, which kind of kickstarts everything in your body, all of it depends on sunlight. So it's not just vitamin D. Everybody thinks sunlight is just vitamin D. Okay. So, and you're eating vitamin D pills, it's the worst thing to do because you'll not be able to produce endogenous vitamin D after that if you go on eating vitamin D pills. So stop now and start producing endogenous vitamin D by getting out in the sun for many, many hours. That's what you have to do. Then your happy energy will extend. You'll be able to place things stably in the future. Okay. Now, one mistake people make after I show them this technique, which is a very easy technique. Just go get a lot of sun and learn to be happy and push your energy out always. Don't crumple your energy and start feeling miserable. That's all. That is like inviting you to eat chocolate. You can't say no because it feels so good to just let go and expand your energy and not be all crumpled up inside with your stomach in knots. You know how that feels? That's just like low dopamine states. You have such low dopamine. All right. Or people get into some really high dopamine states by taking drugs. And then also they're out of control. Everything has to be balanced. That's called sattva. Sattvic nature is to balance. Rajas and tamas should be balanced. Then you get sattva. Sattva is not a thing by itself. It's the balance of rajas and tamas. This is what most people don't understand. They're trying to be sattvic without being either tamasic or rajasic. You have to be both. Then only you can be sattvic. It's like a moving cycle. Unless the cycle is moving, it doesn't have balance. So sattva doesn't exist unless the cycle is moving. It's in perfect balance. Then, so rajas is what moves things. Tamas is what slows things down. So you got to find the right pace to do everything, and that is called sattva. It's about timing. Everything is about timing. Okay. So now, if you have to make everything about timing in your body also, because your body needs to know when to start its various cycles. So it's got a timing. If the timer is broken, that means your body is not communicating. Then anything can happen in your body if wrong things are done at the wrong time. For example, if too much stomach acid is produced when there isn't any food, it'll burn holes in your stomach. Okay, so it's just like that. If you don't urinate when you're supposed to urinate, it causes harm to your body. Even if you don't breathe out when you're supposed to breathe out, it causes harm to your body. If you don't breathe in when you're supposed to breathe in, it harms your body. Who's timing all this? For many people, they've lost that timing because they're not connected to the cycles of the sun at all. They're not spending any time with the sun outdoors. You think only plants need sunlight. You'll take care your plants get sunlight, but you don't take care that you get sunlight. You know, we think that we don't need sunlight just like plants. We do. We are not furry little creatures. We have shed all our skin so that we can become more solar powered because we've got this what? Rocket engine inside our head. It's called a brain. Okay. It's not a car engine. It's not even a Ferrari engine. It's a rocket that you have, which is called your brain. You can do anything with your brain. You can create any future with your brain. You can just keep placing it. But if you have that energy, okay, so when you get everything firing off in timing, then the body is a big meter, like it's a voltmeter, no, not voltmeter, what do you call it? It's a battery of energy, all vibrating at the Schumann frequency, which is around 7.2 hertz or something. That's their energy. Your vibration also. Okay. So that means 7.3 times per second, your whole being should be resonating. Then you start getting in touch with the earth. Then you feel the earth's resonance. Schumann resonance, which is 7. I'm always feeling it, guys. My body is always vibrating in that earth resonance, which is why ask Kunal, when he tries to pick me up, he can't. This guy is like 6.5 feet tall and like 100 and something kgs, and he can't pick me up. Okay, I'm not that big of a man. Just because of the connection with the earth, magnetism. There are different electromagnetic frequencies that you can use. There are some teachers in China, they set things on fire with the electromagnetic frequencies that they are producing with the hands. And I've seen Aghoris do it. And some Pandits also know how to do it. They get into the right frequency, and then it's just a matter of knowing the right frequency and having the right kind of happiness and energy. If you don't have that, you'll not have any of these siddhis. Okay, so these are a great siddhis if you're a smoker. You don't need a cigarette, you can light it. But that's not the useful siddhi I'm talking about. The useful siddhi is to be able to sustain your life and bring joy to many other people. And that is what is important. You don't even have enough joy for yourself, okay? Doesn't even extend till afternoon. It's still here. So you have to find joy now only. That's why you eat things which are not good for you, which give you joy. And you drink things which are not good for you, which give you joy. And you smoke things which are not good for you, which give you joy. Okay? That's why you do this. That's why you're addicted to stuff. Substances, because you're dopamine deprived. Joy is nothing but dopamine, okay? But in limited amounts. If it's over dopamine, then all the joy goes away. You lose balance again. So that's a sattvic. If you got a sattvic level of dopamine, then you're not thinking for just today. You're not just thinking for tomorrow. You're thinking for a whole number of years ahead. 10 years, 20 years, you'll still see a clear future because your energy extends till there. If you look to your past, you'll find that, yeah, everything's falling in line. Everything that happened to me was exactly what had to happen. I'm sure you can hear that. Okay. Everything that happened to me was exactly what had to happen for me to be here at this spot in this moment, at this time. You'll understand that. And then from here, where I go is up to me. Why are you bothered about your journey here? You're here. Why are you bothered for how you came here? Who cares? It's where you go next is what is important. So the only spiritual question is what is next? But for people, the spiritual question is, how can I get moksha? How can I escape from this thing again? I don't want to be born again, be educated again, go through puberty again, go through various attractions again, go through whatever, old age, and then die. I don't want to do that again. That's most people's reason for seeking moksha, okay? Because the memory is so short. They don't understand how much fun that was, what they did in the past. So when you start looking to the past and you start remembering, and you'll remember with certainty, because as the light of yours, as the electromagnetism of yours goes and crosses those memory lines, these memories are now present as scalar waves in these areas, okay? So they're basically like sound vibrations. But when your magnetism goes through it, it becomes visions. We start seeing stuff. So that's all there in our past. And it's all there in our future as well. In our future, we get to form it. The past, we don't get to form anything. But when we put light on it, as a new person, then the story changes, it flips, and we become somebody else. You see? Are we the person that we chose to be? Did we choose to be this person? People come and tell me how miserable they are. I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that. Their whole life is full of can't. And I ask them, did you choose this? And they say, Hargiz nahi. I would never choose this. I would never choose this. And I said, then why don't you choose better? Because they didn't know that they had a choice. But I'm telling you today that you have a choice. You can always choose better, to be better than what you see yourself. You can upgrade your image inside. It's called self-image. You can upgrade who you are, your character. That is what it is. Look, you're the immortal Jiva, but what character do you want? Like a lot of you are gamers and you play these role play games, right? And then you get to choose your character. And you have to choose your character wisely for the mission of that game, whatever the game is. It's the same with your life. Did you know that you're in a game? You have to choose your character for whatever it is the mission of your life. And then you have to start increasing that. Just increase your energy. Everybody who was saying that I don't have energy, I can't see this, I can't see my future, I can't do this, I can't do that. Okay. You need energy. And you need to get plugged into the sun because you're a solar charged battery. Okay. Your muscles are also piezoelectric, which means when you squeeze it, there's an electric effect. Okay. It's also photoelectric because when the sunlight falls on it, there is an effect of electrons coming into your body and going into the right place. And a lot of electrons are needed around the mitochondria because there is something that happens there. It's called electron and proton tunneling. They can't cross a certain electromagnetic barrier without having a certain amount of charge. And they just go through at the speed of light. Boom. Okay, so they convert into light and then go. So they require a certain amount of electrons to be around there. Otherwise, these quantum processes that are basic for the health of your mitochondria that are happening in your cells. We have about 1,000, 2,000 mitochondria in each cell. The only unmitochondriated cell is the hemoglobin. Everything else has mitochondria in it. And that's how it produces energy for its upkeep and how the cell knows what it has to do. So this is what is health, guys. It's not about having six packs and muscles. Some of the healthiest people in the world are the ones I've met in the mountains. Okay. They don't have muscles. They just not got this Hanuman body. Okay. Their body is more like a real monkey. Hanuman's body is like bodybuilder. Not in South India though. They've shown Hanuman very nicely. He's got a nice belly also. And very beautiful figure, but no muscles. Smooth. Everything smooth. Okay. That's how animals are. Look at animals. They store subcutaneous fat because that fat houses the melanin. Subcutaneous fat. All right. So that is why we need it. And that's why all the animals store it. And then they have so much hair to store more melanin. And we wonder, like, we need so much sun. That's why we opened up all of this. I mean, that of course increases the surface area. If you have hair, it increases the surface area of absorption. So at least don't cut your head hair. Let it grow like how I make it grow. Because it increases your surface area of absorption. Okay. So it's good to have hair. But now being hairless and also having this rocket engine which we need to power, and there is everything that human heart is also like a rocket engine. Okay. Because there is no explanation for how the blood goes till the toes and back. There is no physics explanation. It is a quantum physical phenomenon. In physics, there is no explanation for this. The heart just does not generate enough pressure for the blood to circulate to the toes and back. But it's doing it with every heartbeat. What is going on? Okay. So these are also some of the one of those quantum electric effects, like piezoelectric and photoelectric. There's one more. So this is that. I can't remember the word. Okay. So there's all of this stuff electrically happening inside, and we really need to build our energy, even if we want our bodies to survive. Most people are here. They just got energy here. That's it. The rest of their body, sadra. It is decaying. The rest of the body starts decaying. Why? Because no energy. There is when there is less energy, guess what? There's a pileup of protons, and that's called inflammation. It forms this big exclusion zone water there also, and it swells up nicely. Because easy water is exclusion zone water, which it's H3O2. It's H3O2, yeah. Two hydrogen molecules get squeezed together near a hydrophilic substance, and it releases a proton. Okay, it actually releases a hydrogen atom, not a proton, because sometimes it's deuterium, heavy water. And then you get a very heavy deuterium kind of effect over there, which kills mitochondria, by the way. Okay, so let's not get into all that now. You've got to understand that you're solar powered. That much you understand. You have to plug into the sun just like a plant, and you have to plug into the earth also just like a plant. Okay, here's the bad news for everyone. You have to live your life as nature designed you. That's the bad news, which you've been trying to hack all the time. But if you accept it and you live a natural life like me, then you really thrive in this environment. You have a good mood, you have good health, your brain is working. That means you have good wealth. And whatever the hell you want, you can get because your brain is working and your future looks good and you're not depressed and you're looking forward to it. This is all I want for everybody. This is a bad thing for me to want for you. So don't run from this shit. Take it and practice it. Okay. That's what you need to do. All right. So I'm going to continue this series. And of course, for those who have joined the Mahasiddha's course, this series of podcasts are free. But for everybody else, if you want to be invited to next week, then you let me know. You can send me a message at gurupashupati@gmail.com, or if you have my WhatsApp number, just go ahead and WhatsApp me. Okay. If you want access to next week's podcast. But this will happen every Sunday from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Now it's 10:38. Okay. We're going to go on for a little more while. I just want to let you know about this. Okay. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to start extending your energy back into the past. And I want you to send energy there. Usually we are shy of it. And this is what psychologists tell you not to do, to go into your past. I'm telling you that they feel that the past has a lot of trauma. Okay? It doesn't. It just doesn't have energy. That's it. There's no such thing called trauma. Trauma is just the images that are forming there because you're not looking at it with enough energy. If you're looking at it with enough energy, happiness energy, you look through it and you're like, I don't want to hang on to this anymore. And that will liberate a lot of energy. Okay. If you keep going there and say, I don't want this anymore. Just want to let it go. And you keep letting it go, that will liberate more and more and more and more energy. And then what will happen is that you'll naturally start extending out front. Okay. And when you extend out front, you'll notice that it's very khali. It's not balanced. So you'll be like this, imagine a seesaw where on one side is a boulder and the other side is nothing. So it's gone like this because all of your energy is gone to the past, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's your energy. So I want you to also start putting things here. I've not thought about what to do here. Oh, that's my birthday coming up. What do I have there? Okay, here's another holiday coming up. What do I have there? And this is work. Where is it going? Where does it go after 2 or 3 years, my work? You look at it, you'll start filling things in there. You have to fill in these blanks. You have to fill in these blanks, not me. I can't fill it for you. Nobody can fill it for you. You cannot outsource this work. Okay? So you have to go back, liberate everything, and go forward, embrace everything. Then you'll come back to a point of balance. Otherwise, you'll always feel like you're tipped backwards. No? How many of you feel like you're tipped backwards? It's because you're giving so much energy to things in the past. And that too, some kind of bad energy. Not even the good energy there, which comes and makes things clear and says, yeah, okay, good. That happened. So what? Okay. And you accept everything. You accept everything that happened. Instead of resisting it, defending yourself. In Kannada, we have a saying, Nelak Bidru Mise Mannaglila, which means he fell face first on the floor, but he's arguing that, I got dirty everywhere, but, I saved my mustache from having any mud. That's not a matter of pride. Look at the rest of you, right? So everyone has this one thing they're proud of, one small thing, but the rest of their life is in shambles and their whole story is around this one thing, which is actually okay. And because of putting so much attention on it, that one thing is also feeling that suffocation. And this is where most people are. But I want you to drop all that crap. And if something was crap in the past, it was crap in the past, you decide that it's not going to happen in the future. Get an equivalent point in the future for that. And let your energy extend both places and take ownership for both. Yes, I screwed up. No, I won't repeat it. That has to go together. Most people stop at yes, I screwed up, or no, I won't repeat it, but without admitting that they didn't that they screwed up. You know why screw ups happen again and again in your life? Because you resist admitting that you screwed up. But when you say that was a bloody mistake, then you'll correct it. No. But I don't know why we resist that so much. All of you have made mistakes that you're not admitting, which is why the energy shrinks. And then you complain of not having a future. I think making mistakes is the best, glorious thing to happen to you. Otherwise, what kind of story will you tell if you didn't have any mistakes? How is your story interesting then? Yeah, I came, I succeeded. You know what that story is called? It's called Buddha. Because he was born and he succeeded in everything, and he was a king, and he was good at sports, and he was good at this and that, and he was everything. He was everything that you could want in that age and time. So his serotonin levels must have been through the roof. No, it didn't go. It was down below because he felt that he had not earned any of this. And he felt that all of it can just go away as well. So what ownership do I have over this stuff? So then he started another story of suffering. And he made a lot of other people suffer with him also, to become beggars, pull out the hair, one by one, pull out hair to accept sannyas. Like, what is this torture, right? You need these mistakes. People who don't make any mistakes, they go and make mistakes because then they need some story. You already got the story. You got the mistakes. Now make the rest of the story, right? That's the easy part. Making the mistakes is the easy part. Now, making something heroic out of it, that's the rest of the story for which you're here. And the more outrageous you make it, the more Shiva is going to be entertained, which is why you all came on earth. Okay. So when you start realizing that, wow, that's my responsibility to live a magnificent story, that's really human legacy. Yes, it is. That's what it is. Because we are capable of it at this point in evolution. We are capable to even talk about it, and we are capable to do it on a mass scale. Okay. Which is why I came down here from the mountains to teach. And it was very difficult to sustain it. But I didn't let my energy fall. Okay. Because you have to bring people kicking and screaming to self-improvement of any kind. Right? Because it's all obviously always someone else's fault. The ones who sell products that tell you that it's someone else's fault, they make a lot of money. Right? It's the fault of it's the fault of aging that you have these 7 signs of aging. So now I can sell you this thing to put on your skin and block out the sun even more, which is the only thing that can fix you. Okay. So get outdoors, guys. You just need to get outdoors, build your energy, and you'll be in a really good state to make changes. Okay. So if you got any questions, leave it in the chat box. Yeah. Just type it in the chat box if you have any questions on what to do next. I'll just give you the steps once again. Step number 1 is to start feeling your energy and understand that you can make it as wide as you want and make it wider and wider and wider. The more you practice that, that's step number 1. The more you practice that, the easier the rest of it will be. So this is like your riyas. You keep practicing this, increasing this energy. You keep on practicing it until you understand, man, how I'm talking internally changes my energy. The voice you hear internally of yourself, it's like this from many people, right? That brings down your energy. So your internal wailing voice, if it changes into this very beautiful, thunderous, resonant voice inside, no? You got to hear it like that. Whatever thoughts you have, you got to hear it in the most beautiful and sexy voice possible in your head. Did you know that there are many voices possible? First of all, you can try it right now. Okay, just say one sentence. All right. Mysore is a city in Karnataka. You say this in your head, and you'll realize you can say it in different voices. Try it and see. Inside your head, you can say it in different voices, right? If you want, you can hear it in Amitabh Bachchan's voice also. If you want, you can hear it in anybody's voice, man. Whoever you keep hearing. Can you not? It's possible, right? Anybody can do this. And see the voices that you choose to talk to yourselves. When you can choose any voice in the world to talk to yourself. Just see the voices in which you talk to yourself. Okay, when was the last thing you said to yourself? Just think about it. And see the quality of that voice. It'll be an annoying voice for most people. Okay. If you had a very beautiful voice, guess what? You won't be here trying to learn yoga. You'll be living a beautiful life. So I can guarantee that anybody watching this video has an annoying voice inside. And I want you to turn up the sexiness of that voice, turn up the resonance of that voice, turn up the beauty of that voice, and make it sound like music to your ears. The same criticism you give yourself, you can give it to yourself in a beautiful voice, and it sounds beautiful. When Hanuman composed a Sanskrit abuse poem to Ravan, and he read it to him, Ravan was amazed by the beauty of the abuses that he was throwing. Okay. Because the voice is like that. And also the words came like that. So look, when you have a good voice, you won't use lousy words. Especially when you talk about yourself or others. You will not. Because that's not beautiful. And the voice is beautiful. You don't want to do ugly things with the beautiful thing. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? Like even if you have two brooms, one is a good-looking broom and one is a little ragged. You'll prefer the ragged one to sweep. You won't feel like touching the beautiful one. You don't want to do sweeping with that broom because it's looking too beautiful. Has this happened to you? I mean, with anything, you have two of something and one is your favorite. Because it's beautiful and you don't want to do the same things with this as you want to do with that and da 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 da. It's the same with the voice. When the voice becomes very beautiful inside, you don't want to have negative thoughts with it. It just doesn't feel right. The negative voice has to be panicky, has to be urgent, has to be irritating, has to be annoying under your skin. I'm doing nothing with my life. That's the kind of stuff that most people hear inside. So I just want you to notice that if you say the same thing, I'm doing nothing with my life, sounds very different. Just the same thing, same content. Okay. So this itself makes it funny also. I'm doing nothing with my life. That's what you're hearing inside. What if you say, I'm doing nothing with my life, I'm doing nothing with my life, I'm doing nothing with my life? That sounds right. That's correct. So you change the tone of your voice inside, the way you hear things that you're saying to yourself also, you'll be able to stop it there and expand its energy. It's just a matter of, it's a skill, guys. Okay? To create a force field where negativity is not allowed only. You have to create that force field. That's your energy. That's where you're going to go. All right? Okay, so I'm going to answer some questions now. Oh, a lot of questions. Oh my God. Okay. How to balance our tamas and rajas, as Sonia. Okay. So it's like this. You need to feel more and more happiness, and then things within that energy will automatically fall into balance. Okay. However big your energy gets, that's your sphere of influence. If you want to influence the whole city, your energy has to be as big as the whole city. If you want to influence the whole country, your energy has to be as big as the whole country. Okay. That's it. It's wherever your energy can reach, it's naturally balancing. The jiva does not choose a rajasic or a tamasic life. The jiva chooses always a balance between rajas and tamas, equal. All right. So it's about being present. So what have I taught you? I've taught you the method to be present. Be present to the past and the future. Nobody's told you that this is what being present means, right? When they say grasp at the present moment, let me tell you that moment has no dimension. What will you grasp at? You'll only grasp the past or the future. Whatever you grasp at is already past. Or whatever you grasp is created in the future. That's it. There is nothing called the present into which you can latch yourself. And all these useless teachings about mindfulness and presence have brought people into a very thin energy. It is not spread into past and future. Because you're trying to avoid all memories and you're trying to come inside, and me, my, will become narrow like this and you'll snap. And then something major happens in your body. Now you're running around for insulin to inject it artificially. Okay? That is not the way to live. So that is what sattva is. Build your energy. How to come back from the past events which is drawing your energy, how to go to the past event. Okay. If something is drawing your energy, change your language, because here you're the victim and it's being drawn from you like mosquito draws blood. It's not like that. It's you giving the energy. Change your language and flip the story here. Understand that you are giving the energy. And if you can accept that's the truth, then you can change it. You can stop giving that energy and give it elsewhere. Be aware that these are all energy drains. So now knowing that it's an energy drain and it's in all likelihood going to cause you a serious disease, do you want to continue to drain your energy in that drain? That's my question. If your answer to that is yes, you're too stupid to learn yoga, don't learn yoga. But if your answer to that is no, then drop it right away. Okay? I know that if you guys have come so far and you're attending my workshop, you're serious about what you're doing. Okay? Whoever's here and whoever asked for the recording or whoever's watched till this point is serious about their improvement. They're not here to waste time. All right? Cool. Okay, let me just answer all the other questions. Give a few examples of character to be built. Don't worry about character first. You build your energy now. It's more fundamental. Otherwise, your character is not sticking. Like start sunlight, everybody, sunlight. Sunlight first. Your character will automatically come. Just go sit in the sun. You have all of past lives. You don't need help to build a character. You have everything. Connect the dots right into your future. You drain all of your energy into some small past event that happened in the last 5 years, and now your heart is broken. What a waste of time. Okay. What about your past lives? You don't remember anything from there. So you got to really expand until you become that kind of human being. You're not scared of death because in your past timeline, so many deaths are there. So many deaths you'll remember, and you'll be like, that's it. For this, I'm really being so scared. It's like changing clothes. Okay? You have to remember this. Then only you'll be fearless in this world. Otherwise, you'll be full of fear. There'll always be the fear of losing everything because you don't know when you're going to die. Nothing is lost. It's all one energy. Okay, it keeps going on and on and on. You're just one aware part of the entire thing. Because your energy is low, so limited here, and you bought into this very limited identity. You're not seeing yourself as a jiva. You're seeing yourself as the character, and that too, it's the loser character. Why you need this? Throw it away and build a heroic character inside there. Unless you call it a loser character, you can't get rid of it. That's the another big problem. Self-honesty has to be there and say, this is not working for me. When you say this is not working for me, you'll be able to discard it. A lot of people come and tell me, this is not working for me, Guruji, but how can I discard it? You're the eternal jiva. What can I say? Why have you become like this? No energy, that's why. No sun, Alan. Phone low, raat bhar aise. Put blue light more and more into your face at night. And then say, I don't have energy to make changes. I'm not even able to admit that I'm wrong. I don't know what's happening. This is called low dopamine state. Okay, these are called low dopamine states. When you have these low dopamine states, obviously you'll feel like shit. You need to just throw yourself in the sun. Tie yourself to a tree somewhere outside for the next 1 week. Ask your family to come and give you dosas in the morning. Okay, eat it. Untie one hand, eat it, and be there outside. You'll feel better within 3-4 days. You'll be like, wow, I feel like I'm part of nature. Look at this. Nature is feeding all those trees. Nature is feeding me also. I didn't know this. I thought my food is coming from Swiggy. But no, nature is also feeding you many things, electromagnetic frequencies, native electromagnetic frequencies like the Schumann frequency, which is there in the earth, that feeds into you. And it creates thoughts that are in tune with the environment, just like the animals. The animal knows what to eat and what not to eat, man. If I take palak and I try giving it to a dog, dog will be like, what is wrong with you? Right? It knows what to eat. Try giving a cat also something that it doesn't want to eat. It won't eat. But humans need to be taught what to eat, when to sleep, how to get out in the sun. You should get grounding, we have to tell. Because humans have discovered a way to not touch the earth for months. It's called slippers and shoes and slippers at home also. So they decided not to touch the earth. We will float above the earth like angels. You have to get your legs dirty in the mud and your hands also. Do you know inside my house, I walk on my fours? Do you know how strong that has made me? I climb up the stairs with my fours. I climb down the stairs on my fours. And unless I need to, I don't stand up straight. I'm always down. Like a gorilla. Do you know that has made my back really flexible? And I don't get any pain in my back or anything. Just stuff I experiment with, man. You should also try it. We're meant to do that. After some time, you don't want to come down because your heart works very well. Your lungs and abdomen, everything works very well. It's good to be vertical, what do you call it? Horizontal. This way is horizontal spine. Not even horizontal, there'll be a curve like this. It's down because of the way we are built. There's very little weight on the front legs and there's a lot on the thighs. Okay. So my thighs became 26 inches after that. Just walking. No, fun, right? Why you don't do such superhuman things? The reason is energy. The reason is story, victimhood, victimness. Okay. So you said send energy in the past. Can you explain it a little bit? I think I explained it quite a bit. While practicing expansion of our energy, do we need to stand in the sunlight and practice? Yes, yes. The more sun for you, the better. Meenakshi, I was listening in Amitabh Bachchan's voice. Good. How do we keep our energy safe from energy suckers? There's no such thing as an energy sucker. There's no such thing. It's your boundaries. Why do you have such suckers in your life? Yeah? How do I keep the crocodiles from biting me while I'm swimming in Kaveri? You can't. Because you're swimming in Kaveri. Crocodile will bite you. No. You don't want crocodile, you go somewhere else. Same thing, okay? Suckers are there in some environments. Why are you in those environments? Just why? Think about it. Why are you in an environment filled with energy suckers? Maybe you're one of them. Ask yourself, okay? Get out of there, man. Get out of this environment. Like, why are you friends with these people? Just say, Teri meri dosti khatam. Namaste. Walk off. Finish. No. Yeah, this you can do with everyone. You can do it with family also. Anybody. If they're energy suckers, why are they there in your environment? Isko paal ke kyun rakha hai? This is what I want to know. Okay? Don't do that. Don't become energy sucker pal. While sending energy to the past, should we accept emotional trauma too? I'm getting emotional trauma after reading this question. I don't understand the question, man, because I already explained there's nothing called trauma. So what's the question? Should we simultaneously, as we shrink bad past events, put good future events also? Yes, yes. If you do, then you'll have a sense of balance. Because what does that mean? Ask yourself and give it a new meaning. I had this really bad divorce. What does that mean? That means I can live my life freely in the future. That's what it means. You understand? I don't have to have anyone telling me what to do. That's what it means. Why did my mother die? If you start thinking, then say it's like so that you can do something wonderful in her name. And then you can put it into the future. You can take the trauma and put it into the future. Why not doing that? Pick up all the trauma and say, so that it can now put it in the future. Throw that bomb and explode whatever you want into the future, right? Why are you not doing it? Who's stopping you? Nobody's stopping you, okay? How can we make the best of downloading solar energy when there is limited sunlight available in winter months? Yeah, whatever's there, you take, man. There is no hack for the sun. Like, you really think I'm going to tell you, okay, you press these 3 key codes and the sun will become brighter. Go to this website and press these 3 key codes and the sun will become brighter in winter. No, you take what's there. You're designed to take what's there, okay? Don't worry. Thank you for explaining about benefits of sunshine. Once our skin starts turning red from the sun, is a sign for... Okay, so for foreigners who got the white genotype, where your skin turns red and all, just keep going in the sun. Don't worry about it. Whenever you feel pain, you come back inside. But you keep going in, keep going in, keep going in. You'll get something inside. You'll get a layer inside, and after that, you won't get sunburned anymore. And you'll change your color a little bit. Be ready for that, but that's okay. All right. So keep going and getting the sun, getting the sun, getting the sun. And then you'll see that you'll start to glow from inside. You'll get bioluminescence. Those of you who go a lot into the sun, you'll glow. There is bioluminescence that even our cells, eukaryotic cells also make. And you'll see that glow around people who get enough sun time. Okay. Don't do SPF and all. You can stay in the shade, guys. If the sun is too hot, just stay in the shade. Like right now, the sun is honestly too hot for me, so I'm in the shade. And it's great. I'm still getting in all those lights with my photoreceptors in my body, right? Okay. By changing the way you choose to do a particular action in a different way, dispel patterns. Okay, that question is going above my head. What does not having great memory mean? Not having great memory means not enough energy. You only remember things until it's not great. If you increase your past, then you'll see there were so many great things in so many past lives. Okay. It's just like low dopamine, very low dopamine. I have selective memory. My mind just deletes the things that I don't agree with or I'm not comfortable with. Yeah, so sounds like a mess to me, right? Because there's a lot of non-acceptance of things. Then that'll make you vulnerable also. Wherever you don't accept that something is bad, and you won't know how to protect yourself from it because it's bad. Okay. Anyway, if you're happy, then good. You only have to decide this, what you're happy with, right? How can Siddhas help, and what can I intend and work towards my endeavor to live the essence and intention, thought, word, and deeds of many Gitas that were disseminated to the world? We shared once how got realization of many Vedas and Upanishads. I'm very fascinated. Pardon my ignorance if it's so. Yeah. I'm only willing to teach all the scriptures to people who have some basic toilet training, right, guys? Come on, scripture is not everyone's property. You can come and read its translation and know what it is. It is passed on from Guru to Shishya. It is a tradition. Okay. It comes from the rishis. I have a lineage from one of the rishis. Atri is my Gotra rishi. Okay. So from that lineage comes Dattatreya and the most famous Durvasa who puts everyone into trouble. He's from my lineage. Okay. So there are a lot of tantric lineages also that I have. Even before I met Babaji and I got this lineage, there are many lineages which come through, and one for me is a scriptural lineage which comes from the rishis. That's what everybody's interested in, because they don't know about the other lineages. That's why they're so interested in this. And it is good as a textbook because I only teach selected textbooks. The 20 Yoga Upanishads is what you'll be learning first. You have to start from there. Just now you write it down and go buy the books and read it. Nothing is going to go in your head because it has to be explained by a guru. If you don't believe me, you read it and see. Okay. So after the 20 Yoga Upanishads, then the Yoga Sutra is very important. All 4 padas. Everyone stops at the first and second pada. They don't even read the third pada because they don't even understand it. Okay. They don't know what it is. And the Bhagavad Gita is loaded with information about how a yogi should be. So these are the scriptures that you should actually read and understand, but they're all in Sandhya Bhasha, guys. Yeah. You shouldn't be reading a translation of the scriptures. I'm going to teach you how to understand the scriptures. But not this year. Nobody is qualified this year. First, you do your dharmas properly. You're not going to get knowledge until you do your dharma. And that is what it is. What is dharma? Create a proper future, where you are achieving something that is precious to you. The most precious thing for you, you're going after that and you're making it abundant for you. If you're not involved in creating that future story, you can't learn yoga because you don't have any adventure for which to learn yoga. You'll learn yoga and you'll become so capable, you'll become a warrior like Arjun, and then what you'll do with it? What are you going to do with it? Why should I teach you? Right? Think about it. Give me a reason to teach you, I'll teach you. All these stuff. Rohit, give me a reason to teach you. Which means live your dharma and do as I say about, if you saw the Mahasiddha masterclass, you understand what is dharma, artha, kama. Okay, if you do dharma only, then I'll take you as a student. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Those who are interested to do dharma have already joined my class. Okay. I've experienced a change in my energy after basking in the sunlight and witnessing the magical event of sunrise and sunset. Very good, Ritu. Can we change our predefined destiny and astrology predictions? Yes, of course. That's all energy, man. You bring new energy to it, new reality to it. That's it, finished. When you have the grace of a lineage, there is nothing that you can't do. Because this is, our lineage is a Shakti lineage, okay? So Shakti taught Nandi. Nandi is the founder of the Siddha lineage. He passed it on to Agastya. Agastya passed it on to Mahatar Babaji. Mahatar Babaji passed it on to me, and now it's come out into the world. Why do you think the lineage is so short? And it spans like thousands of years, this lineage. Nobody knows how long it spans because it's passed on in yugas. There are very rare few teachers who come. But there is a time when we have to create Mahasiddhas in the world. Okay. And these are one of those times. You guys are lucky to be alive in these times. When there is a creation of Mahasiddha knowledge. And it comes out in the common spoken knowledge language that everybody can understand. It's never happened before, guys. I made a promise to teach yoga to a goddess. If you're interested in the story, it's there on YouTube. Because I made this promise, I've been given divine graces, right? That I can do so many things. And I don't even have to know how to do them. It just happens. I'm not sitting and learning slowly like you guys. I'm going real fast because I'm tuned into energy. I just did this basic practice of building my energy. What did I do for 18 months up in the Himalayas? Just build my energy. My energy was more than Varanasi. That's why I could walk to Varanasi from Himalayas. From Nepal, I could walk all the way to Varanasi. That itself took 3 months. Okay. You can't do such stuff. Normal people can't do such stuff. They'll die. They'll die on the way. So how do you get these kind of abilities? Simply by building your energy. That's it. Nothing else. So you have to notice, why is my energy so small? Why is my voice so terrible? And then you let it go. Okay. Sai is saying, okay, Sonia's asking, can we charge our water with the sun? Yes. Put it in, actually, if you keep it open, it's better. Okay. Put it in something that's open and let it sun for some time. Then take that water, put it into a bottle and drink it. It is not the same water anymore. It's become structured water because of the sun's rays, infrared rays penetrating inside. It's highly energized water. You just drink it. You can do this. Even 1 hour of sunlight is fantastic. Okay, good you asked. I understand the idea of observing our past in this lifetime and create a better future, learning from those mistakes, and also expand to the happy energies from the past. But how does one connect with past lifetimes? Yeah, it's just like you'll reach till your birth in your memories. And if your energy goes beyond your birth, you'll get your past life memories. What's so confusing? I've explained this, okay? How can we push our energy into the future? You can push your energy in the front and it goes into your future. That's it. There's no future. It's just you putting time in a line. You put time in a line. That's how our brain works. So everyone's brain works like that, right? That's the future. So if your energy extends to that point in space until where you put the timeline, then all of that becomes alive. Like I made you experience it, right, guys? You forgot or what? I made you experience tomorrow with the energy and the magic. Okay. So that's what happens. You start looking forward to tomorrow. And Shakti, Nandi, Siddha, Siddha Tirumular. Yeah, Tirumular is the southern Siddha tradition. Okay. Babaji is leading the northern Siddha tradition now for thousands of years now. Okay. In fact, I got initiated by Tirumular as well. And I have his statue also over here. Okay. So relax, man. Terikona, I told you to do your dharma before you go digging into these things. Feel the lineage. Don't try to intellectualize the lineage. You feel the blessings of the masters. It's always there. Okay, Rohit? then you won't feel the need to talk about it. You'll keep your mouth shut about it. Okay. Ritu, if we can charge water and sunlight, that means the food cooked in the solar cooker is good for us, is it? I'm not sure because I don't know if any study has been done on this, but I don't see why it's bad. It's just sunlight. It's good. Try it out. See, again, guys, instead of asking all these questions, you can make it in the solar cooker and eat it and see if it's better or not. You'll know energetically how it is. So if you have any awareness of your energy, then you'll know what shifts your energy. Don't think about food as a dogma. If I see something and it's increasing my energy, eat it. If you see something and you know that it's going to decrease your energy, don't eat it. That's what every animal does. You don't have enough brains as much as a dog also. You have, man. You have all those capacities that a dog has. They can't sniff the food. It looks like they're sniffing the food, but they're sensing with the ears, they're sensing with the whole body, okay? It's pushing its energy into the food. That's what the dog is doing. When you start seeing energies, when you get enough charge, then your insect eyes get activated. You can see the ultraviolet energy of the dog. Comes and throws energy on that, on whatever it's sniffing, and it knows, ting, gets a signal back whether I should eat it or not. If a dog can do it, why can't you? Just lack of energy. Okay. So build your energy and see how many times in a day you become chapati. Okay. After my lecture, you'll be a nice fulka. Big roti you'll be, not roti, puri. And then when you go back and then you notice whenever you're becoming chapati in your energy, that is when you should be careful and say, hey, kya kiya maine? Talk in that language. What did I do? Don't talk in that language. What happened? It's not happening to you. You're doing it. When you take full ownership, then you realize, oh, I did this. That happened. Okay, I'll not do this. What did I think? That'll happen. With your thought, your energy changes. Yes? I've demonstrated this so many times in my martial art class. And always poor Shashank comes as a volunteer. And then I say, Shashank, think of something that disturbs you. And Shashank will have something also. Yes, I'm thinking about it. And then when I press his arm, it goes. But otherwise, he's strong. Doing Karla Katena, I can hang on his arm. He's that strong. Okay? But the moment he starts thinking about something, his energy is down. Everything goes. Basically, you're losing electrons. That's what is happening. You understand? Dopamine will not get created because you don't have enough electrons to create it. You'll feel low also. You will feel like your inner condition always. How you feel is how you are inside. That's your inner condition. All right. We are Baturas right now. Hopefully you stay that way. Very good. You can stay that way. Great. Okay. Just don't obsess about which is the lineage and what food should I eat and that. And just try to sense it, man. Sense it. That tea in the morning, is it good, Guruji? Drink and see, no. Is it good or not? Why are you asking me? So don't expect to live by a dogma without your senses and think that something safe is going to happen to you. No, because you're not here. You're not present with your energy. You don't have the presence of a tiger. Have you seen the presence of a tiger even in a zoo? The moment you turn and you come and you see that red and like orange and yellow stripes, you're like, whoa. Something happens inside, no? You should have that presence. No? People turn like this and come to give me a parcel, then they see me, then they're like, oh. They think they walked into Mahabharata. Okay? So you got to have that presence. I mean, it's not just my looks, it's the energy. Even if I had cut my hair, there would be that energy. Okay, but not so much because the hair holds a lot of energy, melanin. Okay, so don't keep cheaply cutting your hair. Keep it because it's useful. I mean, scientifically useful, guys. It's not a religious reason why I keep my hair. Okay. All right. So we're done for the day. I think there are no more questions, right? All right. Anybody who wants to to catch up and be a part of the Spiritual Mango podcast. This is the kind of value that we're going to be giving every week. So if you want to get onto it, just go and register at spiritualmango.com. Okay. Right now, you might find that it's a subscription to an email list, but that's okay. You get onto it, then I'll send you all a mail about how you can get these podcasts and have them forever so that you can always study and change your life. Imagine 1 year of podcasts is like 52 podcasts. Okay. Maybe I won't be able to do every week. So it'll be at least 48 podcasts. And imagine if you could listen to this over and over and over and over and over and over again. You need to be part of this class at least 20 times before it goes in your head. Okay. So imagine if you got me on an MP3 and you can go on listening to it again and again and again and again. Right? I'm not using too many slides, nothing. So it's just audio. You can use it, you can listen to it when you go for a walk. And you keep hearing these ideas that you're the jiva, and every crap that's inside will keep getting cleaned. This is like a scrubbing for the mind. Okay, that's what happened to you right now. Everything is shining inside when you listen to it once. Okay, so that's why. Those who are in the Mahasiddha course, you don't have to worry. You'll get automatic subscription, video plus audio. And for the others, I'm offering an audio subscription. And just register in spiritualmango.com and we'll mail you the details. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Nothing, right? So let's end today's class. Thank you very much. Om Namah Shivaya.